Hello folks and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party and let's play Star Wars The Old Republic. This is the special 1.2 Legacy Patch Edition. So I wanted to go over some of the things that's been added in the patch because that's probably what you guys want to see most. First off, the lauded Legacy changes. First of all, they added the Legacy system. It's on your menu bar. You just click on it up here. Now, I've already added Malachi, my sorcerer. Your main entry here is the family tree. You'll see all the characters that you have on the server here. There's 8 slots because you have 8 slots on the server. And Legacy is limited to the server that you're on. So if you have other characters on the servers, Legacy doesn't flow on your account. It's just on your server. So what you can do, you can move this around on here wherever you want. Oops. Well, before it let me move it. Anyway, who cares? So now I can drag myself or my sniper over, and it gives me a ring. I can add as a spouse, which is kind of creepy. That's not creepy. What am I talking about? That sounded terrible. Forget that. So I can add myself as a spouse, add as a rival, add as an ally, add as an adopted child, add as a child, or add as a sibling. So I haven't decided how they're going to be related. Doesn't actually matter. That's more of a roleplay thing. I don't really care that much, but I still want it to be, interesting. So under here we have global unlocks. So first we have Imperial classes. Obviously, the only class that I have up to a pertinent level is 50, so right now the only thing you see is a Sith Inquisitor. So under each class it has, the first row are your class unlocks. The first is the Sith Inquisitor emote, and this is the same for all of them. So Imperial emote, or Imperial Agent emote, Bounty Hunter emote, etc. So you have Sith Inquisitor Chapter 2 emote. Unlocks the use of the Inquisitor emote. Requires completion of the Sith Inquisitor Chapter 2 class quests. These are the same for all classes in Imperial and Republic. So if I were to go make a Republic Jedi Knight and finish the Chapter 2 quests, I would get a Jedi Knight emote. And you can do this Inquisitor emote by doing this. By just typing in /Inquisitor. So it's just a fun little thing you can do. Obviously, no actual gameplay effects. It just looks kind of nice. Probably don't want to stand in water while you do it. The next level is the buff. This is the class buff that you get at 1. And it says, Sith Inquisitor Chapter 2 buff. All class buffs now apply the effects of Mark of Power in addition to their own effects. Does not stack with Jedi Counselor buff because they're the same exact buff. Unlock requirements. Requires completion of the Sith Inquisitor Chapter 2 class quest. So basically you get these two automatically when you do the Chapter 2 quests. And as far as I can tell, that's the same, again, across Imperial and Republic classes. So don't look for 2 separate buffs. That's what I did. I was looking around forever trying to find my Inquisitor buff on this guy. It doesn't work that way. What happens is, when my buff, the sniper buff, is called Coordination. But what happens when you buff yourself, it actually gives you both Coordination and Mark of Power, which is actually pretty nice. Now, the third unlock is Sith Inquisitor Chapter 3 Heroic Ability. Grants use of the Legacy Lightning Storm ability to all characters in your Legacy. This is a powerful combat ability, only usable while your Heroic Moment ability is active. Unlock requirements. Requires completion of the Sith Inquisitor Chapter 3 class quests. Again, this is going to be the same across all classes, Imperial, Republic. You have to finish Class 3 class quest for your heroic ability. Now, I do not know what constitutes heroic moment ability being available or whatever. I do see, I've put it in my hotbar already, I do see that it's got a cooldown of 10 minutes, so it's obviously something you're not going to use a lot. So it will take a while. It's not going to be something you can use in PvP, is my understanding. My understanding is you have to have a companion out. So it'll be something you do in either small groups or when you are solo. Now, also you'll notice under my Inquisitor, who I'm actually notice I'm on my sniper and I'm actually able to see the Inquisitor stuff. So you'll see I've got 3 of 5 characters showing. These are 3 of my 5 companions. These are the companions who I've hit almost max affection with. And I was actually looking at that before I noticed this. They're all over 9,000. They're all over 9,000! So they all give you different buffs. And I won't go over them in detail, but Zalek gives you max health and plus 10 presence. Talos gives you plus healing and 10 presence, and Azara gives you surge and presence. So they all give you plus 10 presence, which helps all of your other companions. And I think the plus 10 stacks. So with these 3, I get a plus 10 presence. Now, one thing I don't know for sure is if this presence bonus applies to all characters. I would think not, because that would be a potential lot of presence, right? Because I mean, you could have, if you could have 8 characters, and each of those characters have 6 companions. I mean, do the math. You can have a hell of a lot of a potential presence. I mean, maybe so. I could be wrong. I don't know. But they also give you, these side benefits. I have not gotten Kimval or Andronikos over 9,000, so they show as locked. It does show you the benefits you can get, but you'll notice it says in red, requires completion of all conversations and quests for this companion, but I have not got them high enough. I have not got their affection high enough to do that. In my Imperial Agent, I've only got what's her face, Kaleo, and obviously she's only at like 5,000 affection. Republic classes, I haven't got any Republic classes, but it's the same deal for them. Species unlocks. Now this is the species unlocks that I had talked about before, where if you get a level 50 character of any race, you can make a character, you can make a class of that race no matter what. You can see I've got a Ratati, whatever the hell they're called. And when I hover over it, it says unlock the species as a choice for all classes at character creation. Unlock requirement requires a level 50, requires species Rataki, or requires legacy level 5. So, but you'll see all these other races I don't have one. It says I can buy that unlock. Like let's say I wanted a bounty hunter Twi'lek. I don't think you can be a bounty hunter Twi'lek. Let's assume you can't be a bounty hunter Twi'lek, because I really don't know and don't care. You say I want to be a bounty hunter Twi'lek, but I don't want to level another bounty hunter. I don't want to level a Twi'lek of something else first. And let's say you have at least a legacy level of 5. You can unlock this for 1.5 million credits, which is a lot of legacy, which is a lot of credits. And you'll notice that as a common theme. These legacy unlocks are pretty damn pricey. Human unlock is really cheap, 500,000 credits, because humans are really, really lame. Even Cyborg is expensive, 1.5 million. That's pretty dumb, because Cyborgs are also really lame. But you have all the races represented, so as long as you hit Legacy level 5, which is really easy. I'm Legacy level 8, with 1 level 50 and 1 level 27, with some PvP and whatnot mixed in. It's pretty easy. 1.5 million credits, not that cheap though. That's everything under species. Now, the other stuff. This is the things that you can, kind of the handy things you can buy. Alignments. Grants use, this is the dark side. Grant uses the dark sacrifice ability to all characters. Sacrifice injures your companion to instantly heal yourself. Unlock requirements. Requires level 50, requires dark 5 or above, or purchase requirements. 250,000 credits, and Legacy level 10. So I'm not quite sure if that means I can be Dark 5 and I get it for free. Well, from my understanding, it sounds like if you're level 50 and Dark 5, you get that for free. Unfortunately, my sorcerer is level Dark 4, so I'm not quite high enough to even test that. It doesn't really sound that great anyway, which is why it's only 250,000 credits, and you'll see why I say only in a minute. The light side version of this, Legacy of Unity, grants use of the Unity ability to all characters. Unity reduces damage taken by you and your companion for a short duration. Unlock requirements, requires level 50 and light 5 or above. Purchase requirements, 250,000 credits, Legacy level 10. Again, not too bad. If you get it for free, hey, it's pretty nice. It's free. Convenience items. These are kind of in a line here. Legacy Fleet Pass reduces the cooldown of the Emergency Fleet Pass ability by 1 hour. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what the Emergency Fleet Pass is. The only Fleet Pass I know is this Fleet Pass, and the cooldown is 30 minutes. So, I don't know if there's another Fleet Pass somewhere. Maybe it's an ability? Like, is it a free ability that I was just completely somehow spaced on? Oh, there it is. Okay, my bad. Wow, 18 hours. Holy jeez. Did we have this the whole time? We probably did, and I never even noticed it. My bad. So anyway, 18 hours. That's insane. So, what this does, reduce the cooldown of Emergency Fleet Pass ability by 1 hour. That's pretty sad. Requires Legacy level 5 and costs 100,000 credits. Legacy Fleet Pass 2 reduces the cooldown of Emergency Fleet Pass by 2 hours. Effect is cumulative with other cooldown reduction effects. Requires Legacy level 10 and 200,000 credits. So now it reduces it by 3 hours total, but now you're out 300,000 credits. Now, Legacy Fleet Pass 3 reduces the cooldown of Emergency Fleet Pass by 3 hours. Effect is cumulative, blah blah blah. Requires Legacy level 15. So now we are out 500,000 credits, and it's down to what? Let's see. So we are what? 6 hours. Oops. So it's still at 12 hours. That's pretty bad. That's pretty crappy. I just don't see the point of that. I would just rather buy... I'd rather get the security token that you use, that you can get for free, like real life free, and buy these for 1,000 a piece. I mean, over time, granted, you'll save money, but it's just much more worthwhile. Oh, we'll get to the rocket boosters. Believe me, we will get to the rocket boosters and how ridiculous those are. Legacy travel reduces the cooldown of the quick travel by 1 minute. Effect is cumulative with other cooldown reduction unlocks. 100,000. Requires Legacy level 5 by 1 minute. So right now it's 30 minutes. It takes 1 minute off. I'll just leave that right there. Reduces the cooldown of quick travel by 2 minutes. Effect is cumulative. Cost is 200,000. Legacy level 10. Reduces the cooldown of quick travel by 3 minutes. Cost 300,000. Legacy level 15. This is dumb. So basically, for Legacy level 15, which is pretty high, I do not think I would be level 15. In fact, I am about 95% sure I will not be level 15 by the time I hit 50. So that's 2 level 50s. I would not have Legacy level 15. So for 500,000 credits, you would have your quick travel from 30 minutes to 25 minutes. That is terrible. That is awful. If it cut it down to 15, okay, because even at 30 minutes, and I'm not going to go on this for too long, I just want to say that even at 30 minutes, more often than not, when I want to use quick travel, it's up. More often than not, it's up. But for that much money, and for that high of a legacy level, it should be cutting it down to like 15 minutes. I'll leave it there. Horrible choice for a legacy item. Rocket boost. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's already complaints about this one. Unlocks use of personal rocket boosters on all characters. The rocket boost provides a brief, intense burst of speed for a short duration. Requires legacy level 8. Can you see those number of credits? Poke your eyes in there. Squeeze your eyes in there. That's 2 million credits. 2 million credits. You know what the speed boost is? 110%. It doesn't boost your speed 110%. You move at 110% speed. In other words, you move at mount speed, at level 50 mount speed, for 12 seconds. Let me say that again. For 12 seconds, you move at level 50 mount speed for 2 million credits. Level 2. Decrease cooldown of rocket boost by 30 seconds. I don't know what the cooldown is. To be fair, I don't remember. I saw somebody posting about it. That's where I got my stats from, so they could be wrong. They could be wrong. But that was my understanding of the stats. But decrease cooldown of rocket boost by 30 seconds. Legacy level 10. 1 million credits. Put your pinky to your mouths. I know you want to. Improved rocket boost 2. Decrease cooldown of rocket boost by 60 seconds. Credit cost 1.5 million credits. Legacy level 12. So we're at a grand total of 4.5 million credits for a travel speed of, what was it? 110% move speed. Yep. I wonder if it works in PvP. Like, I could see PvPers being like, oh yeah, this is totally worth it. If it doesn't work in PvP, I can see some serious rage after somebody bought it. But I don't even need to go into how much that sucks. I don't even... wow, that's so bad. Anyway, ship unlocks. These are actually some of the good ones. Repair droid unlocks an astromech droid on all character ships that buys items, repairs gear, and sells unique modifications for your protocol droid. Requires legacy level 7. Cost 1 million credits. The price is outrageous for what it does, depending on the modifiers that you can give the droid. Well, I won't say it's outrageous. I think it's higher than it should be. I think it should have been more around the 700,000 range. But, okay, 1 million, fine, whatever. That should be useful, though, I suppose. Ship mailbox. Unlocks a mailbox on board all character ships. Purchase requirements 500,000. Requires legacy level 10. That one I don't quite understand. It requires higher legacy level, but it's cheaper. I don't know, that seems a little unusual, but whatever. That seems like something I might buy, just, again, for convenience. Unlocks a training dummy on all character ships that simulates combat with an operations toughness enemy. Now, I wish you could have multiple dummies. I don't like that it's operations toughness. I'm assuming it's like a hard mode or whatever. I wish you could have multiple ones, or you could have healing dummies or whatnot. That would be nice. But that's fine. 500,000. That's not bad. That's not too bad. Legacy level 10. Warzone training dummy unlocks a training dummy on all character ships that simulates combat with another player. Now it says combat with another player, so it doesn't sound like healers could use this to mess around with healing, unfortunately. So it was brought up during the guild summit to have healing dummies so that you could practice your healing, but I guess they did not get that in. But that is 500,000 credits, legacy level 10. Galactic Market Kiosk. Now this one sounds great, so you know they're going to charge you out the wazoo for it. Unlocks a neutral galactic trade network terminal on all character ships. Now that's a neutral galactic trade network. That's pretty insane. Requires legacy level 25. 5 million credits. Honestly, for what that is, 5 million doesn't seem to be that bad. Especially because it requires, the legacy level 25 is the part that seems like the bear. Legacy level 25 is insane. To be fair, they said up front that the Galactic Market Kiosk was going to be very tough to get. So people were forewarned about that one. I can't disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that one being hard to get. I'm totally cool with that. Valor. Legacy of Combat Punch unlocks the unarmed combat move Punch, a basic brawling attack. Unlock requirements requires Valor rank 5 or Legacy level 5. Legacy of Combat Jab unlocks the unarmed combat move Jab, an advanced brawling attack. Requires Valor rank 10 or Legacy level 8. Legacy of Combat Uppercut unlocks the unarmed combat move Uppercut, an advanced brawling attack. Requires Valor rank 15. Or Legacy level 10 unlocks unarmed combat move Bash, an advanced brawling attack. Requires Valor rank 25 or Legacy level 15. And actually, I think I have all these. Or I think, because I PvP'd quite a bit on this character. Social, which I don't have any of these, unlocks the companion dance ability, which allows you and your companion to dance together. Aww. Requires social 2 or above, or 25,000 credits in Legacy level 3. Tech emotes unlocks use of the datapad, holocom, and map emotes. Requires social 4 or above, or 50,000 credits in Legacy level 8. Unlocks use of scan red, scan green, binoculars, but not binoculars, or weld emotes. Social 6 or above, or 100,000 credits. Legacy level 12. Double lasers emote unlocks use of double lasers emote. Requires social X, or 150,000 credits. Legacy level 15. And then there's the coming soon tab. I haven't actually looked at this because I figured, why taunt myself with the good stuff that's coming. And of course, they put the XP bonus stuff in here, the stuff that you actually really want. Increase experience gains from killing monsters and flashpoints. Increase experience gain from completing space missions. Increase XP from completing war zones. Increase sprint speed. Oh, thank God. Increase the ability to use. Grants the ability to use level 25 speeders at level 10. Oh, man. Yes. See, this is the kind of thing you want now, not 2 or 3 months from now when everybody's quitting your game. Increase affection gains from giving gifts to companions. Increase affection gain from conversation options. Increase chance of critical success while crafting. Companions sell junk faster. Wow, there's 2 levels of selling junk faster. Do you really need 2 levels of selling junk faster when they already sell it at 60 seconds? Like, really? Creates a repair droid that players and their allies may use to repair items in the field. Return at increased health after dying and respawning at medical center. Reset your skill tree in the field. Oh, I can see that being a almost necessity in raiding. Drop a mailbox in the field for you and your allies. Man. But that is the legacy system. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not actually able to buy any of it because the one thing I want, I don't have the money for. I don't have 1,000,000 credits to blow on a repair droid for the ship. As much as I would like to, I just don't have the kind of money. I am actually going to... Oh, I was going to show the interface editor. In fact, let me show you the character select screen. Oh, let me show you, just for grins. Let's make... Well, we're not going to actually go through the process, but I'll show you. I'll try to make a Chiss Jedi Warrior. I'm not going to actually make one. They changed the character select, so now I have the Torsad Legacy. It shows all the characters in my Torsad Legacy. But let's act like we're making a character here. We're going to skip the cutscene. Jedi Knight. Threw up in my mouth a little. And you see, I can actually make a Well, I can't make a Chiss yet. What am I thinking? Yeah, I can't make a Chiss yet because I haven't got a Chiss level 50. But you can see I can make a Ratataki because, well, I have a Ratataki. So that's pretty neat. You could also make, you know, Smuggler Ratataki. Wow, that looks very bizarre. But, yeah. Someone already did blow 2,000,000 credits on the rocket pack. They were complaining on the forums about it because apparently they did not realize how bad it sucked. Honestly, some of those legacy items, I think they might have just put in as... I don't want to use the word placeholder, but placeholder, because they're pretty boring. I had come to the ship because I thought I had to. Alright, let's exit the ship. If I could remember how to get out of my own ship. There we go. Just gonna head to... oh, I was gonna show you the UI editor once we get out. I'm thinking about making separate videos, just general YouTube videos, talking about 1.2 and what's changed. Because there's not really a good single repository of info. I think that's the correct term. Alright, the UI. Let's go over the UI. Just escape to get here. Interface editor. And you get this gobbledygook of random colors. So, first thing I did was change the global scale. Now you can change the scale of any particular window, but if you, by clicking on the actual frame, like if I wanted to change just this window, I could click on the frame of that and then change the scale. If I wanted to just change that, I could change just the scale by clicking the right button, not like a moron. See, now I'm just changing just the player frame, how big or how small it is. But let's change it back to what it was. We're actually going to change the global scale. Scale being how big, basically how big or how small everything is. I want everything smaller because I need to compensate for issues I have in real life. So we got everything smaller. Everything's going to be incredibly hideous at first while I get everything set up. And I'm still not 100% sure how I want everything set up. So the cat's going to get the hell out of my way. And I am going to kind of move crap out of the way. Now, I don't like my eyes moving all over the place. I've got a 24-inch monitor. Not huge, but at the same time, especially as a healer, I don't want my eyes darting all over the damn screen. So that's just a holocom. So if possible, I want health bars and what have you together. These bars are going to be disabled. So